Hello, I'm Nobby Clark. Welcome to my workshop. Thanks for joining me. It's a very cold Saturday morning in the workshop here. I think it was only about 3 degrees when I came out here, so I'm not going to stay out here too long, but I wanted to make a very special video today. I'm going to upload this video later on today as well. This is Saturday the 26th of January. I will put up my normal, or almost normal and regular Sunday video tomorrow anyway, which is already made. Over the years I've been watching a lot of YouTube channels to learn about home workshop engineering, and one of the channels I've been watching, I think for over 7 years now, is Doubleboost. I guess a lot of you are familiar with this, in not only in the UK but all around the world. The channel's hosted by John Mills, who is a time-served car mechanic engineer, and he's got a fantastic channel. Very interesting things that he does on the channel. If you've not watched his channel before, I'll put a link below. Do check his channel out. It's well worth a watch. He's got a home workshop in the garage next to his house, and also another workshop in a building at the end of his garden. This is where he does a lot of his welding work, the dirty work, I suppose, welding, plasma cutting. He's also got a CNC plasma table as well. He also does some metal casting from this shed as well. Over the years he's regularly done monthly giveaways on his channel. Some tools that he's been given or bought at boot sales and so forth, and a lot of tools and things that people have sent him and given him to give away on the channel. But occasionally he's done videos reviewing and demonstrating much bigger pieces of equipment, welding machines and so forth, and occasionally these have been giveaway items as well. On a couple of his videos just before Christmas, he did a review on an Artec welder and on an Xtreme Plasma cutter, and he said that both the suppliers of these items said that these could be used as giveaways as well. All you had to do was send him a specified message through the comments, and then he uses a computer-based program to select the winner. So after Christmas, he said this would be in the early part of January, he would announce the winners. I watched these, and somebody had luckily won the Artec welder, and then he did the selection for the winner for the Artec, the Xtreme Plasma cutter, and I was overwhelmed and gobsmacked that I'd won it. Absolutely incredible. I obviously then had to contact John so I could give him my address so that it could be forwarded on to me, and when I opened the box, just under the lid was one of John's Doubleboost coffee mugs. Now, if the giveaway had only been for this, I would have been absolutely delighted anyway, but to actually win a plasma cutter as well, I was absolutely overwhelmed. Now I'm going to lift it up onto here. It is quite heavy. I'm not very strong these days, but see how we get on. So there it is. You see it's got the details on here of Xtreme Plasma, telephone number and website as well if you want to contact them. Just turn that around so you can see the control panel at the front. So this has all the various controls on it and all the outlet points that go with the cabling that comes with it. There's obviously the plasma cutting torch, the earth and a couple of other connections as well. So you've got 4 connections in all to link up to here. This particular machine is apparently plasma cutters need an air supply as well, but this one is slightly different in that there's actually a compressor built into the unit itself. On the back of the machine there are an inlet and outlet point for the air supply that goes from the compressor, which I think is under this side of the case. Then you've got this connection here, you've got the 2 pipes that connect to the inlet and outlet air supply, and you've got a gauge on here as well to show the pressure. Obviously you've got an adjuster below here to adjust it, same as you have on an air compressor in your workshop. I was actually overwhelmed to have won this, as you can imagine, but there was a problem. This isn't the one that John sent me. The one that he sent through to me, the couriers dropped it. Obviously no admission on what they'd done, they just delivered it and then put it on the mat just behind my front door for me. The driver there probably wouldn't have been him, it may have been someone along the chain of supply that had dropped it. He just said, sorry, I was an old man, he said be careful, it is very, very heavy, the box. But anyway, when I examined it, I thought the only damage to it was that it had received a blow on the front here, but it had broken this a Bakelite insulator here. That's what I thought was the only problem. I contacted Xtreme Plasma and spoke to Rob and told him what had happened. He said, well, don't worry, we'll see if we can locate another one of these for you. It turned out it wasn't going to be possible, so I said to him what I would do is get some fibre washers and build up some fibre washers to replace this, to insulate this against the case. And it wasn't until I started to fit the washers and I realised that the front panel was dented. I'd obviously had to remove the cover to get to the back of this sort of like bolt here. It was only then that I realised that there was a lot more damage to it than I suspected. It obviously had been dropped very, very heavily, and even the rubber feet had punctured the bottom of the box. But anyway, I contacted Rob again and explained all this to him. He said, well, don't worry, package it up, send it back to me and we'll replace it for you, which he did. So this actually arrived with me, the replacement one arrived with me yesterday on Friday. So there we are. I mean, a great many thanks to Rob of Xtreme Plasma for doing this. Obviously fantastic customer service from that company. Xtreme Plasma make the CNC plasma cutters, the one that John Mills Doubleboost has in his other workshop. It comes from them. Another point of interest for you, if you ever visit the classic car show at the NEC in Birmingham, Xtreme Plasma and Artec Welding are both there, and John generally goes along to the exhibition to help out on both of their stands as well. So if you're interested in welding or plasma cutting, you know, have a word with John, because he's quite an expert at doing this. And in his other workshop where the CNC plasma table is, he cuts out all sorts of fantastic shapes with it for various projects in his workshop. Also does nice shapes of things for weather vanes and for people to use as house numbers outside their doors, their front doors as well. So there we are. I'm not going to be able to show you me actually using this. For one, I haven't got a suitable mask to wear while I'm doing this, so I've got to source something like a welding mask, a full mask that I can wear while I'm using this, and obviously I want to learn a bit more about using it, and perhaps watch some more YouTube channels and have a bit of a practice with it. But at some point I will actually demonstrate it on a video anyway. If you want to see this unit being used, go back to Doubleboost's videos just before Christmas, where he actually shows using this. He demonstrates using it, cutting various bits of metal, steel and aluminium. So I mean, in the future it's not going to get an awful lot of use from me, I guess, because I don't have to cut very large bits of metal very often, but it's going to be much simpler to cut perhaps some fairly hefty plates of aluminium rather than me try and cut these with a hacksaw. It will also get a bit of use from my older son, who is also actually a trained car mechanic, although that's not his job now, but he's we're in the future going to be doing some restoration work to his Land Rover, so this would be useful if he needs to cut any bits of steel to be welded in place on that. I thought I'd like to just to share that with you. Such a wonderful thing to have won, really. As I say, I don't haven't won very much at all really over the years, so winning something this valuable as well is absolutely fantastic. A big thanks to you, John Doubleboost, for running this giveaway at Christmas time. Absolutely overwhelming. Obviously, I'll continue to watch your channels every Sunday. I really enjoy watching them, and I recommend anyone that's not seen his videos before to have a look at them. I'll put a link obviously to John's channel and to Xtreme Plasma as well. Xtreme Plasma have a YouTube channel also. So thanks John, and thanks Rob. I'm really going to enjoy owning this. I've just got to find a nice little space to keep this in the workshop. Well, the workshop's getting so overcrowded now, but I think I've got a little spot in the workshop that I can stash this away for the time being. Anyway, thank you for joining me in the workshop today. It's a bit cold out here, so I'm going to go back indoors, have a nice hot cup of coffee in my Doubleboost mug, and then I'm going to upload this video for you to have a look at. So thank you very much again for joining me, and see you very soon. Bye bye for now.